As a former track star, United States Marine, who learned the ropes at the WWE Performance Center, I know all about hard work and paying dues. That's why I love stepping outside of the ring and learning more about other talented WWE superstars with respect for the grind. Today, I'm hopping in my brand new 2022 Chevy Silverado ZR2 and spending some quality time with Liv Morgan, an up-and-coming, hard-working individual who is also a former member of the Riot Squad. This is WWE Grit Glory, presented by Chevy Silverado. So Liv Morgan was actually born in a very large family. So I could imagine that affected her life and as well as her now career. So I'm very interested to see her transition from being even a competitive cheerleader to now a renowned WWE superstar that millions and millions of fans all know and cheer for. So on that note, how about we give her a call? Call Liv Morgan.
Calling Liv Morgan.
Hello?
Yo, Liv.
Yo!
What's going on?
Nothing. What are you doing?
I mean, I know you busy and all, but I just wanted to see if you got time for me to come scoop you up so we can go put this work in.
Ooh, always. Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm on my way.
What's up?
What's going on? Hopped in, see what you wanted to go, see what it does, what it do in the 2022 Silverado, you know what I'm saying?
Show me
Nice
the new
little
whippy.
ride, you know what I'm saying? We whipping.
It's cold in here.
I mean, it's a little hot in Florida. Look, 85. She said it's cold. Is it Arctic in here? I mean, it's a lot of functions in here if you want to make it cooler. See this fan? Don't we go like way back? Like
Way
at
back.
least like what, 2015 at least?
Yeah.
So this beautiful, bright personality of yours, like how'd you feel like your childhood and experiences like shaped who you are today?
I grew up, with 6 other brothers and sisters. My mom was a single parent. I feel like I had a lot of people to look up to, whether that was good or bad. It's crazy because I watched WWE when I was 5 years old, and right away I was like, that's what I'm gonna do.
Wow.
Every time I say that, it's like, how are you 5 and you knew? But just something inside my soul, I watched it and knew that that's what I was gonna do. And I was gonna be a wrestler and I was gonna save my family. So, growing up, I just wanted to stay out of trouble. WWE was like the light at the end of the tunnel. Like, I'm gonna be good so that I can, get to there.
That's crazy. 5 years old, you knew.
I knew.
Who was the first person you saw? You remember?
I feel like the first person that I was like really heavily influenced by was Lita, who was this tomboy that wrestled with the boys and wore baggy pants. And so when I watched her, I saw myself in her, and I was like, I feel like that girl could be my friend,
Yeah. Who you feel like helped you out so much, like professionally wise, since you've been here?
Oh, so many people. I was such a baby when I got here. I just turned 20. All the coaches at the Performance Center, they were like parents and aunts and uncles to me, WWE was like my first responsibility, like true responsibility in my life, and I was in way over my head, had no idea what to expect, but had all the heart and optimism in the world about it. So, Coach Bloom and Coach Sarah, they allowed me to make a lot of mistakes,
Right.
They knew that I, needed growing, so they were kind of lenient and gracious to me in that way to kind of figure myself out in those really, important years of, just life, but womanhood in general, just figuring out who I was. And at the same time, I'm having this crazy life change where I'm now a WWE Superstar. So definitely all the coaches and so many girls like Bailey, Natty.
You go train with like Natty, like the new Dungeon
Dungeon
now.
2.0, yeah, Natty and
2.0
TJ,
now.
amazing.
And, honestly, you a legend there. Like, that'll work.
Yeah, I got a wrestling ring in my backyard that was inspired by Natty and TJ. Yeah, them
You got a wrestling ring in your backyard?
Yeah. Them having their own ring, it just lit up so many light bulbs in my head, and I was like, man, imagine how good I could be if I had my own ring. So I went, I got my own ring. Natty and TJ were kind enough to kind of open the doors to the Dungeon 2.0, their training facility, and I just trained with them weekly for hours.
Yep.
We worked there for like perfection. You know,
Yeah,
like I know
yeah,
you can't
yeah.
be perfect, but we're gonna fine tune it as much as we can.
Right.
You know. And now I train in my backyard. I have a ring that's set up. It's like 20 by 20. You know, full WWE size.
What?
And I feel like just having that too. You know, I get to roll around whenever I want. I get to try anything whenever I want. That has been huge, and just my development as well. Just having access to that.
That's a different level of like dedication.
I love it. When I was younger, my brothers and I built a little makeshift ring in my backyard, which I don't recommend. It's super dangerous.
Yeah.
No one do it. But we had a ring in my backyard that was a makeshift ring, and we wrestled in there all the time. And so, like, you know, fast forward 20 years, and now I have a legit ring in my backyard. It's just like weird full circle, you know?
Like, how do you feel like on your first bump? The first bump you ever took, or like the one that's like definitely the most recognizable one? You was like, oh.
I'm trying to think back, you know? It's crazy because it definitely hurt, but it just like, it's what you need to do in that moment. It's like part of our job, so it's like, it sucks, but let's learn to love it because we're gonna be doing a lot of it. So I learned to love it. I love to bump. I literally got this car and I'll bump right here right now.
Obviously, like, not only are you getting more recognition, but like you're in these huge, profound spots. You know what I'm saying? Like at day one, which you know we was there with Arcade Bro. You know, you went against the Raw Women's Champion at the time, Becky Lynch.
I did.
And you know, we looking at the time it took and the grind it took to get there. How did you feel like at day one? Just like the first day of 2022.
I was
and
so
you going for the
nervous.
women's.
I was so nervous and so optimistic. So like a lot, right? So we were the only women's match on the card, and it was for the Raw Women's Championship. That's like a dream scenario in my mind, right? I just wanted to show the world that I am as good as I think I am. This being my dream since I was 5 years old, I feel like I owed it to myself to see how good that I can be. And so I knew that all eyes were going to be on me. And everyone's gonna see, like, can Liv step up to the plate? Can Liv deliver? Can she be in this spotlight? Can she be champion?
Right.
And so I feel like in that moment, you know, I didn't win, but I feel like I made believers out of anyone who maybe didn't think that that could be my spot.
But they know now.
They know now.
They know now.
Yeah.
Since day one, you've been day one.
I never want to look back when I'm older and be like, I wish I'd worked harder. I wish I'd trained harder. I wish I put more effort into it so maybe I could have gotten this, or that, you know? When I'm an old, wrinkly lady that can't bump but is like dying to bump, but I'll break a hip, like I want to know that I gave it my all.
So we've been talking about all this training, and I wanted to know if you're available to come train with me by the beach.
Oh.
You know, by the beach, little scenery.
What you want to do? I'll train.
So we got some kettlebells, a little weights. So we're gonna try to see if we can get like some dynamic movement going on with the nice little scenery in the background.
Okay.
You know?
Cool. I didn't work out today yet.
No?
I'll get a little one.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
You know what? I'd like to thank you for taking time out today with shining with me. Give me more deeper insight on who Liv Morgan truly is. And now it's time for the fun part. Yoga on the beach.
I'm ready. I've never done yoga on the beach.
Yeah?
Yeah. Which mat do you want?
I get the blue one.
Okay, cool.
What's wrong with the weight?
I don't know. Those look like little baby